When the fine folks at TEDxDirigo asked us to speak 30 seconds ago, Gracie and I had a long discussion about that, about 7 seconds. But we decided it's important to share our insights on philosophy as it relates to our sewage work.
The basics are that there is a certain amount of refuse that must be handled in our city. Yet, what would God want us to do?
I think this next slide answers that question. Roughage. God wants us to intake more roughage.
When this happens, and we're able to just shift our diets a little bit, things don't plug up as much. You won't be praying to have the Almighty gird your loins.
For those of you that are non-believers, roughage still counts. Now, in our last experiment 2 weeks ago, we came across a small dilemma, a blip in the sewage philosophy arena.
I think we have a slide on that,
We
Tim.
do, Grace. This is the new sewage plant.
The blue in the windows that you see is that the ocean actually filled up the building, and there was no room for any of the administration to work there.
We called Kevin Hancock.
And we said, Kevin.
Hello.
We understand that you have a great philosophy of sharing leadership.
Can you help us apply it to the new sewage treatment plant?
And yes,
He agreed.
he would. And as a result of that, the next slide will show you that he turned immediately to Facebook and he called upon some of his philosophical friends around the world to join with them to architect a new sewage plant for us.
What I find disturbing is that Twitter, and I believe that's YouTube,
Yes?
are only 1 percentage point apart. I call that flawed data.
The data is it must be faulty. And as we think about why would data be faulty?
Comes the philosophy
Exactly.
that you've been waiting for
Yes. And it's demonstrated.
in this slide. If you're a Star Wars fan, you understand where we're going with this philosophy.
When there is a large item of unknown matter lying upon your bread in the morning,
That resembles a Star Wars character,
yes, then you wait for the sign.
we have that sign.
Yes, we do. Next slide, please.
Grace is Grace will not own up to the fact that we are on a 10-year mission to seek out new philosophies in new worlds. And I will advance the slide now.
And there explains it. It is the swirl of the new world that combines with the sewage of our plant and brings us the roughage of life.
So when you go home tonight and use the restroom, think more.
Thank you.